haste, you fiery-footed steeds. Close thy curtain, love performing night, and Romeo, leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers may see to do by their own amorous rites of their own beauties, but if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come night, come black-browed night, bring me my Romeo. And when he shall die, cut out his face in little stars, and he will make the heavens so fine that all the world will be in love with the night and pay no attention to the garish sun. Oh, I have bought the mansion of love, though not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. How tedious is the night, as is the day, before some festival to an impatient child who hath new robes and cannot wear them. Now, why dost thou wring thy hands?
Oh, well a day, he's dead, he's dead, oh, we are undone, we are undone.
Can heaven be so envious?
Oh, heaven cannot, but Romeo can. Oh, Romeo, oh, who would ever have thought it, Romeo?
Oh, what torment is this? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Has Romeo slain himself? Say thou but I.
So with mine own eyes. God save the mark right here on his manly breast. Oh,
Oh, break my eye. Break it what?
oh, Tybalt. Oh, Tybalt, Tybalt. Courteous gentleman. Oh, that ever I would live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Tybalt dead and Romeo slain? My dear cousin and my dearest lord, sound the general doom for who is living and those who are dead.
Tybalt is gone and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him is banished.
Oh my God, did Romeo's hand slay Tybalt's blood?
It did, it did. Oh, alas the day it did.
Oh, serpent heart, it with a flowering face. Did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? A damned saint and honorable villain, just the opposite of what thou seemest. Oh, nature, what hadst thou stooped to help when thou made thee? Was ever book containing such vile matter, so fairly bound? Oh, that the saint should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There's no faith, no honesty, no mercy in men, all perjured. Oh, these woes, these sorrows, they make me old. Oh, shame on Romeo.
Blister be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. On his brow shame is ashamed to sit, for it is a brow where honor may be crowned, sole monarch of the universal earth. Oh, what a beast I was to chide him.
Would you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of he that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord, what tongue shall soothe thy name when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it? Why, thou villain, did thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring, your tributaries dropping to woe, which you mistakenly offer up to joy. Tybalt is dead, that would have slain Romeo, and Romeo lives, that Tybalt would have slain. Oh, this is comfort. That will weep I bet. Some word there was that murdered me. Oh, I forget it fain, but oh, it presses to my memory like damn guilty deeds to sinners' minds. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banished him. Banished him! That one word has slain 10,000 Tybalts! Oh, Tybalt's death was woe enough if it had ended
fellowship and neatly be ranked with other groups, but with the rear word following Tybalt's dead, Romeo is banished. To speak that word, his father, mother, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. There is no limit or measure bound in that word's death. No woe can that word sound. Find him. Give this ring to my true knight. Oh, tell him come. Bid his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth. Come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Sister, what news? What is the prince's doom? What sorrow craves acquaintance that I yet know not?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Ah, banishment? Oh, be merciful, say death. For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona thou art banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, except purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence, banished is banished from the world, and the world's exile is death. Calling death banishment? Thou cuttest off my head with a golden axe, and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
Oh, deadly sin! Oh, rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law caused death, but the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law and turned that blackward death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
It is torture and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every dog, every cat, and every little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven and may look upon her. But Romeo may not. And thou dost say exile is not death?
Thy fond madman, hear me a little speak.
Oh, that thou wilt speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word adversity, sweet milk, philosophy to comfort thee though thou art banished.
Yet banishment? Hang up philosophy. Unless philosophy can make a Juliet, displant a town, reverse a prince's doom, it helps not. It prevails not. Talk no more.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
How can they, when wise women have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Well, thou canst not talk of that thou dost not feel. Were thou as young as I, Juliet thy love, an hour but married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me, and like me banished, then mightest thou speak. Then mightest thou tear thy hair and fall upon the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise! What knocks? Good Romeo, hide thyself! Or to thy study! By and by! God's will, what simpleness is this? I come! Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What you will?
You shall know my errand when you let me in. I come from the Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, good sister, where's my lady's love? Where's Romeo?
There on the ground with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is in her case, just ever in her case. Oh, woeful sympathy. Oh, piteous predicament. Oh, for even so lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up! Stand up! Stand that you be a man! For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand!
Nurse?
Me, death's the end of all.
Speakest thou of Juliet? Doth she not think me an old murderer? And now I have stained the childhood of our joy with blood removed but a little from her own. Where is she? And how doth she? What says my concealed lady to our counsel love?
Well, she says but little, but cries and cries. She falls down upon the bed and then starts up and Tybalt calls and then on Romeo cries and falls back down again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, did murder her. As that name's cursed hand did murder her kinsman. Oh, tell me, sister, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me, that I may sack the hateful mansion.
Hold thy hand, thy desperate hand. Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thy art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote thy reasonable fury of a beast. Seemly woman in a seeming man, an ill-beseeming beast and seeming both. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself and slay thy lady, that in thy life that lives by doing damned hate upon thyself, killing that love which thou hast vowed to cherish? What vows thee, man? Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. Thou art happy? Tybalt would kill thee. But thou slewest Tybalt. Thereof thou happy? The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns into exile. There art thou happy? A pack of blessings light upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array, but like a misbehaved and sullen wench, thou poundest upon thy fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such thy miserable. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed, ascend her chamber, hence, and comfort her. But look, thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live, till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentest forth in lamentation. Go before nurse, commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes an apt unto. Romeo is coming.
Oh, would that I could stay here all night and hear such good counsel. Woo, what learning is. I will tell her that you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Oh, sir. Oh, a ring she did bid me give you, sir. Oh, but how you make haste, for it grows very late.
Oh well, my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence, good night. And here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day, disguised from hence, sojourn in Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
It was a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Time to move our daughter. Look here, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, you were born to die. 'Tis late. She'll not come down tonight. And I promise you that for your presence I would have been to bed an hour ago.
Times of woe afford no times to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
Oh, I will, and I will know her mind early tomorrow.
Tonight she is mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Powers, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, more I doubt it not. Wife, ere you go to bed, acquaint her with my son Paris' love, and bid her mark you me on Wednesday next to... but what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday? Wednesday's too soon. Thursday. Thursday, let it be. Thursday, tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. But will you be ready? Do you like such haste? We'll not keep much ado, just a friend or two. For hark you, Tybalt being slain so late, it may be thought we held him carelessly, being kinsmen, if we revel much. Therefore we'll have half a dozen friends, and they're an end. But what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Be gone with you then. Thursday it shall be. But before you go to bed, go to Juliet. Prepare her, wife, for this wedding day.
It was not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced thine hollow of thy gentle ear. Trust me, love, nightly she sings on yonder pomegranate tree. It was the nightingale.
Oh, it was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yonder light, it's not daylight, it's some meteor the sun exhales to be torchbearer on this night on your way to Mantua. It is not daylight, therefore stay yet. Thou needest not be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. I say yon gray is not the morning's eye, nor say it is not the lark. I have more care to stay than will to go. So, how is my soul? Let's talk. I say it is not day.
Oh, it is. Hence, be gone away. It was the lark, and not the nightingale. Its displeasing chords and sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet music, this doth not so, for she divided us. Oh, lighter and lighter it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam,
Nurse,
madam, your mother comes to your chamber. Day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
then let light in, and let life out.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Oh, I have an ill-becoming soul. Thou lookest to me like a dead man at the bottom of his tomb. Oh, by this count I will be much in years, ere I hold my Romeo again. Fickle, fickle, fickle fortune. All men call thee fickle. If thou be fickle fortune, what do you need with him that is renowned by fate? Be fickle fortune, for I pray you will not keep him long. Send him back.
Oh, Joshua, are you up?
What unaccustomed custom brings her hither?
Well, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
What, evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, will thou wipe him from his grave with your tears? And if thou couldst not make him live.
For feeling such a loss, one cannot help but weep.
Thou weepest not so much for his death, but that villain murderer that murdered him.
What villain, madam?
Oh, that same villain Romeo.
Many miles is a soldier. Oh, God pardon him. I do with all my heart. And yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
Well, I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
Joyful tidings are needed in such a needy time. Beseech your ladyship, what are they?
Oh, marry, my child, early next Thursday morning, to the gallant young and noble gentleman, the County Paris, at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make me a joyful bride.
Oh, by St. Peter's Church and St. Peter too, he shall not there make me a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste, ere that he's my husband comes to woo. Oh, tell my lord and father I will not marry yet. And when I do, it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. This be news indeed.
Here comes your father, and you can tell him so yourself, and see how he takes it at your hands.
Oh, now, wife, have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, and she will none, but oh, she gives thanks. Oh, I wish the girl were married to her grave.
Oh, take me with you, wife. How will she none? Doth she not give thanks? Is she not proud? Doth she not consider her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bride?
Not proud that you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be for what I hate, but thankful for even hate that is meant as love.
What, not yet proud? Thank me no thankings, and proud me no prouds. But fettle thy fine joins against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag you on a hurdle thither.
Oh, ha! Fie! Are you mad?
Oh, Father, I beseech you on my knees, pardon me, patience, but just give me one word, your word.
I tell you what, you go to church a Thursday and never after look me in the face. Do not speak, do not reply, do not answer me, my fingers itch. Oh, wife, we had scarce thought us blessed that God has lent us this only child, and now I see that this one is one too much, and we have a curse in having her.
Oh, heaven bless her! The blame is yours, for you raised her so.
Oh, and why, Lady Wisdom, hold thy tongue, good Prudence. Smash her with thy gossip gall.
Oh, you are too hot!
God, it makes me mad to have her matched, and to have provided a gentleman of noble parentage, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as anyone's thought would wish a man, and then to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining maniac, in her fortune's tender to answer, I will not wed, I cannot love. Thursday's near. You lay hand on heart, advice, and you be mine, I will give you to my friend, and you'll be not hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, and what is mine will never do thee good. Look to it, bethink you, I will not be forsworn.
Oh, is there some comfort yet hanging in the clouds that can see to the bottom of my grief? Sweet my mother, cast me not away. Please delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if thou wilt not, make my wedding bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I will not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, I am done with thee.
Oh, God, what can prevent this?
transfer. Oh, nurse. Oh, nurse. Faith, here it is. Oh. I think it best you marry with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Oh, Romeo's a dish-clout to him. An eagle, madam, I'm not so fair, so green, so quick an eye as the county Paris apple, beshrew my heart. I think you're very happy in the second match, for it excels your first. Or if it did not, the first is dead. Or as good as he were. And you living here, no use to him.
Speak thou from thy heart.
And my soul, else beshrew them both.
Oh, amen.
What?
Nurse, you have comforted me marvelous much. Please go tell my lady that I have gone to Sister Lawrence, having displeased my father, to agree to marry Paris and to be absolved.
Oh, yes, I will, and this is very wisely done.
Ancient damnation! Oh, most wicked fiend! Is it more a sin to wish me forsworn, or to dispraise my Lord with the same tongue she hath 1,000 times praised him beyond compare? Go, counselor, hence you and my bosom shall be twain. I will to Sister Lawrence. She can give me no remedy. I at least, myself, have the power to die.
The time is very short.
Father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind? Uneven is the course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death. Therefore have I little talked of love. Now, ma'am, her father counts it dangerous that she give her sorrow so much sway, and in his haste, in his wisdom, hastes our marriage. Now do you understand the reason for this haste?
I would I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, I hear, sir. Here comes the lady toward my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That may be, must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
There's a certain text.
Do you come make confession to the sister?
Ooh, to confess to that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to her that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love her.
So I am sure that you love me.
If I do so, sir, it will be more of value being spoken behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, my face is much abused with tears.
Tears have small victory in that. Oh, it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou roasted more than tears with that report.
It's no slander, sir. And when I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be, sir, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, holy sister, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early I will rouse thee. Until then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door! And when thou hast done so, come pray with me past cure, past hope, past hell.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not. Thou hast heard of this. Unless you can tell me a way to prevent it. If somewhere in your wisdom you can offer no help, do but call my resolution wise. And with this knife I will stop it presently.
treacherous revolter into another? This shall slay them both. Be not so long to speak, I long to die. If what thou speakest not of remedy.
Oh, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If rather than to marry County Paris thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away the shame. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap off a battlement of towers rather than marry Paris. Chain me with roaring bears, have me walk where serpents lie, wrap me in a dead man's shroud. Things that, having heard them said, make me tremble, and I will do them out of fear or doubt to remain an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Oh, dear, hold then. Go home, be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor. Drink thou off, which presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, for no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest, and in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to that same ancient vault where all the kindreds of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua. And this shall free thee from this present shame, if no inconstant joy nor womanish fear abate thy valor in thy acting.
Give me, tell me not of fear.
Get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall afford. Good evening, gentle sister.
Lady, we shall be much unfurnished for this night. Well, what, has she gone to see Sister Lawrence?
Aye, was to.
Oh.
Oh, see, she comes from Shrift with a merry look.
How now, my headstrong, where have you been gadding?
Where I have gone to learn to repent me the sin of opposition, and have permission of Sister Lawrence to fall prostrate here. Pardon me, Father. Forgive me, I beseech you, on my knees. Henceforth am I ever ruled by you.
Well, I am glad, Aunt. This is well. Stand up. Oh, this is as it should be. Oh, let me see the county. Aye, Mary, I say, go fetch him hither. Now, afore God, this reverend holy sister, the whole city is much bound to her.
Nurse, will you come with me to my closet to find such needful ornaments as you see fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. Oh, there is time enough.
Go with her, nurse. We'll go to church tomorrow.
We shall be short on our provisions. 'Tis now near night.
I'll touch, I'll stir about. I shall make all things well, I warrant thee, wife.
Miss Nurse, I think those attires will work best for tomorrow. Now, if you don't mind, let me lie alone tonight, for I have to get the Orsons to move the heavens to smile upon my stage, which, as thou knowest, is coarse and full of sin.
Oh, daughter, are you up? Oh, need you of my help?
Oh, I thank you, my ladyship, but let me lie alone tonight, for I'm sure you have your hands full with all this sudden busyness.
Good night, and get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when I shall meet you again. Oh, an icy cold fear thrills me that almost stops up the heat of life. I shall call them back for comfort. Nurse? What shall she do here? My dismal scene must be acted alone. Come, Bile. What if this mixture doesn't work? Tomorrow morning, shall I be married? No, no, this will stop it. What if, when I'm laid into that tomb, I awake before Romeo comes to redeem me? Oh, that is a fearful point. Where for hundreds of years the bones of my ancestors lie packed in the earth, where Tybalt, green and but festering in his shroud, lies, where, as they say, certain hours of the night the spirits resort, and that living mortals hearing them run mad. What if I wake, environing all these horrid sights, and dance with the joints of my forefathers, like Tybalt, in his burial shroud, and dance around merrily, and with some great kinsman bone shot my desperate brains. I think I see my cousin's ghost. And Romeo did spit upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt. Stay. Stay. Oh, Romeo. Romeo. I drink to thee.
Mistress! What up, mistress? Juliet! Fast, I warned her. She? Oh. Lady! Lamb! Oh, fine on you, slug-a-bed. Oh, why, sweetheart? Why, love? Oh. Why, bride? What? Not the word? Oh, you can take your penny's worth now. Sleep for a week, for the county Paris hath set up his rest that you shall have but little. God forgive me. Shall we let the county take you in your bed? Huh? It'll fright you up. Will it not be? What? Lady, pressed in your clothes and then down again. Lady, I must needs wake you. Lady! 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 Oh! Oh! Alas! Alas! Help! Help! Oh, my lady's dead!
What noise is this?
Oh, look! Look! Oh, very dead!
Oh, me, my child, my only life. Please revive and look up, or I will die with thee. Oh, no. Oh, help! Help! Call help!
For shame, bring Juliet forth. Her lord is come.
She's dead! He sees she's dead! Oh, I lack the day!
Let me see her. Oh, she's cold. Alas, her death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Come. Is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. Oh, my daughter, he hath wedded. Oh.
Long have I thought to see this morning's face, and thought they give me such a sight as this.
Oh, cursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day! Oh. One poor and loving child. Just one thing to rejoice and solace in. Oh, and cruel death has catched it from our sight.
Oh, never was there so black a day as this. Oh, woeful day. Oh, woeful day.
Beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain. A level life, not life, but love and death.
Despised, dread, hated, martyred, killed. Dead thou art. Alas. My child is dead, and with my child all my hopes are buried.
Peace, oh, for shame. Confusions cure, live not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this for maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better is it for the maid. Dry up your tears, and stick your rosemary on this fair course. And as the custom is, and in her best array, bear her to church. For though some nature bids us all lament, yet nature's tears are reason's merriment.
All things that we ordain festive turn on their office in black funeral. Our bridal flowers serve for a buried corse, and all things change them to the contrary.
Sir, go you in, and madam, go with him, and go, Sir Paris. Everyone, prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lure upon you for some grave ill, nor move them no more by crossing their high will.
I may trust the flattering truth of sleep. My dreams presage some good news at hand. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream. It gives a dead man leave to think, and breathes such life with kisses in thy lips. I revived, and was an emperor. How sweet is love itself possessed, and love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona! How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not have letters to me from the sister? How is my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? I ask that again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument. Her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred vault, and presently took post to tell it you.
Is it e'en so? Then I defy you, stars! Thou knowest my place of lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Hush, thou art deceived. Leave me, and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the sister?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Be gone, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells, which late I noted in his tattered weeds, overwhelming brows, and simple cullings. Meager were his looks. Sharp misery had worn him to the bone. Noting his penury, to myself I said, if a man did need a poison now, whose sail is present death in Mantua, this be the kited wretch that would sell it him. This same thought did forerun my need, and this needy man would sell it me. As I remember, this is his house. Being but holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What ho, apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, see thou art poor. Hold. There is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, as which such soon speeding here, that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
Art thou not bare and full of wretchedness, and fearest to die? Panic in thy cheeks. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor. Break it, and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty, and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. And be at the strength of 20 men, if we dispatch you straight.
There is thy gold. A worser poison in men's souls. Farewell. Buy food, and get thyself in flesh. Come, cordial, and not poison. Follow me to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
Holy Franciscan sister! Sister Ho!
The same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be read, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out, one of our order, to associate me to the city to visit the sick, and finding him, the searchers of the town, suspecting we come from the house where the infectious pestilence that reigned, sealed the doors and would not let us pass, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who for my letter, then, to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again.
Unhappy fortune! Oh, Oh, by my sisterhood! This letter was not nice, but full of charge. Oh, dear important, and the neglecting it made too much danger. Friar John, go hence, and get me an iron crow, and bring it straight unto my cell.
Sister, I will go and bring it thee.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within this 3 hours will fair Juliet awake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents, but I will write again to Mantua, and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Oh, poor living corse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Under yon yew tree, lay thee all alone, holding thine ear close to hollow ground. So shall no foot upon churchyard tread. Whistle then to me, as signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee go. Sweet flower, the flowers thy bridal bread strew, which with nightly water I do.
Hello.
Boy gives word, something doth approach. Much with a torch, muffled me night a while.
Hold. Take this letter. In the early morning, see thou deliver it to my lord and father. By thy life I charge thee, whatever thou seest or hearest, stand all aloof. Do not interrupt me in my course. But if thou, jealous, do return to pry, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. My intentions are savage, wild, much more than empty tigers or the roaring sea.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
Thou shalt show me friendship. Here, take this. Live and be prosperous. Farewell, good fellow.
For all the same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, his intents I doubt.
Detestable moth, thou womb of death, gorged on the dearest morsel of the earth. Hence, I therefore enforce thy jaw to open, and in my despite fill thee with more food.
This is the band of haughty Montague. They took my lost cousin, which grief it is supposed the fair creature died. Condemned villain! Apprehend thee! Obey and go, for thou must die!
Indeed, I must. Hence I came hither. Oh, good, gentle youth. Tempt not a desperate man. Put not another sin on my head. Stay not. Live. And hereafter say, a madman's mercy bid thee run away.
I defy thy conjurations and apprehend a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy!
Lord, leave aside. I shall call the prince.
I am slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb. Put my him of Juliet.
Faith, I will. He perused his face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble County Paris. Or am I mad? Hearing him speak of Juliet, I think it was so. Oh, give me thy hand, one writ with me in sour misfortune's book. I will bury thee in a triumphant grave. My love. My wife. Death, that hath sucked the honey from thy breath, hath had no power yet on thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Should I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keep thee here in dark as his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. Lips, oh, you the doors to breath. Seal with a righteous kiss. A thankless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Here's to thy love. Oh, apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
St. Francis be my speed. Oh, tell me, good my friend, how often I have my feet stumbled at graves. Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well.
Bless be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends us light as I discern it in furnace in the Capus monument?
Doth so, holy madam. And there's my master, one that you love.
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long have you been in there?
Full half an hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not, madam. My master knows not that I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death, if I departed not and left him there.
Stay then. I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear some ill unthrifty thing. Romeo! Alack! Alack! Oh, what blood is this? Which stains the stony entrance of the sepulchre? Romeo! Oh, pale. What this lamentable chance. Oh, the lady stirs.
Comfortable sister, where is my lord? I know where I should be, and here I am. Where is my Romeo?
Aye, your subdories, lady, come from that rest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband in thy bosom, there lies dead. And Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Come, come,
No, I will not away.
I dare no longer stay.
What's this? A cup enclosed in my true love's hand? I see that poison has been my untimely end. Gone all and left not a friendly drop to help me hereafter. I will kiss thy lips. Hopefully some poison doth hang on them to help me die with the restorative. Thy lips are warm. Yea, noise. But I'll be brief. Oh, sweet dagger, this is my sheath. There is rest, and let me die.
This is the place where the torch doth burn.
What misadventure is so early up that wakes us from our morning rush?
Should it be that shrieks so abroad?
The people in the street, they cry Romeo, some Juliet in Paris. Oh, and all run with open outcry to our monument.
What noise is this in our ears?
County Paris is slain. Romeo is dead. Juliet dead as well. Warm and moonly killed.
Oh, oh heavens, oh wife, look how our daughter bleeds, and that this dagger is sustained for, lo, his house is empty in the back of Montague, and it missheathed in the bosom of our daughter.
Oh, the sight of death. Oh, it mourns my old age to a sepulchre.
Come, Montague. Thou art early up to see thy son in error so early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. News of our son's exile has stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look here and see.
Oh, thou untaught! What manner is this, to press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a time, till we can clear up these ambiguities. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least. And here I stand, both to impeach and purge myself condemned and myself excused.
Speak, tell us what thou knowest of this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as this tedious tale. Romeo, they're dead, was husband to that Juliet. And she, they're dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, to remove the siege of grief from her betrothed, and would have married her perforce to county Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from this second marriage. Or in my cell that there she would kill herself, Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it brought on her the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night, to help to take her from her borrowed grave. But he, which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to take her closely at myself. But when I came here, untimely lay the noble Paris, the true Romeo, dead. She wakes, and I entreated her, come forth, and bear this work of heaven with patience, and she, too desperate, would not go with me. But it seems did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy. And if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before his time unto the rigor of severest law.
We have known thee for a holy woman. What can he say in this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and in post he came for Mantua, to the same place, to the same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father, and threatened me with death going into the vault. I departed not and left him there.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. This letter doth make good the sisters' words. Their course of love, the tidings of her death, and Romeo come to die and lie with Juliet. Where are these enemies? Capulet, Montague. See what a scourge is laid upon your hate. That heaven should find means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. All are punished!
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hands. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more. For I will raise her statue in pure gold, that whilst Verona, by that name be known, shall no figure at such rate be set as that of the true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his ladies lie. Poor sacrifices for our enmity.
A gloomy peace this morning brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go now and talk more of these sad things. Some will be pardoned, some punished. Never was there a tale of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.